Deathly Afraid of Loving You, a LadyNoir fanfic, Part 1. "You'll be fine, right, Kitty?" she asked. "Yeah, I'll be fine," he said. "I'm always good around you," he said. "I got 9 lives after all," he said. Yeah, nope. Laying on the ground was not fine. Being hit with so much force he couldn't get up was not fine. Dying was not fine. And that's what he did. Chat Noir, of course, had taken the hit for her, and now he laid on the floor. "Chat!" Ladybug cried. She ran over to him and cradled his head in her arms. "Chat, open your eyes," she said in a small voice. "Please." Chat's eyes flickered. "M'lady," he said, his voice weak. "You're gonna be okay," she whispered through her tears threatening to spill. She hugged his head to her chest and narrowed her eyes at the villain. "I don't care what you do, you won't win. That is a promise." I took your partner out. You're not so strong without him," the villain snickered. Ladybug gritted her teeth. The villain had begun to shoot out balls of pink and purple flame. Ladybug deflected all of those that came her way, and in her head she began to formulate a plan. "Lucky charm!" she cried. A pair of scissors appeared. Scissors? What the heck could that do? She looked around. The dress! The girl had been angry that her friend wore the same dress as her, so she had been akumatized and burned everything. If only she could cut the dress. Ladybug looked around. The zipline, Chat's baton, and the dress. Ladybug grabbed the baton, whispering a soft, reassuring sentence to her partner. "You're gonna be okay." Ladybug ran over and got onto the zipline and started down towards the villain, who was looking around for her. "Gotcha." The akumatized victim smiled and blasted a fireball at the thin string. Yes, that is exactly what Ladybug was counting on. In the air she threw the scissors, aiming so perfectly it tore the very edge of the dress, causing the black butterfly to fly out, and the victim got unakumatized. "Time to de-evilize!" "Bye-bye, little butterfly." The white butterfly flew off, and Ladybug ran to where Chat Noir lay. "I hope this works." Ladybug felt very little air coming from Chat's nose and quickly threw her lucky charm up in the air to revert everything back to normal. Chat Noir's eyes snapped open as soon as the magical ladybugs fixed him. He shot straight up and looked around. "What happened?" he asked. Ladybug looked at Chat for a second, remembering that he had almost died, and threw her arms around him. "Don't ever do that again," she said, tears spilling onto her face. Chat was very confused and didn't understand what Ladybug was so upset about. He oftentimes took hits for her, but this time she was crying, and despite his confusion, he could not bear to see his lady cry. He hugged her back. "I won't," he promised. Beep! Ladybug pulled away upon hearing her earrings sound. "Stay safe, Chaton. Bug out!" She threw her yo-yo far, and she turned to wave goodbye before zipping off. "Marinette, please calm down and stop pacing around," Tiki said. "I can't. He almost died today," she cried as she walked around her room. "Yes, but he knows the dangers of being a superhero." Tiki flew over to Marinette's face. "I know, but I don't want to lose him," she admitted. "I understand, but I do have one question," Tiki said, and Marinette sat in her chair. "What is it?" "Chat's taken many hits for you before. Why is this one hitting you so hard?" Marinette could not answer. She only looked at her Kwame. "Well, I don't know. I don't know," she said, putting her face in her hands. Tiki flew over to her owner's shoulder. "It's okay," she said consolingly. Marinette took a breath. It was clear that something had changed. The blast that hit Chat was not necessarily erased by the magical ladybugs. They had cleaned up all the physical evidence of it, but it had left a mark in Ladybug's heart. The hit had ignited something, and the question was, what would it bring?